This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus content, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And I am not just the advocate, but the wise man for the new, reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Viper vanquishing, the RKO retaliating, the moonsault manslaughtering, wise man's werewolf, the beast of the bloodline, the conqueror of all conquerors, and this generation's next big thing, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Well, hail us 11 Universe, it's Xander. What, were you expecting someone else? And welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. Full transparency, Ray wrote the episode, I'm just here to do it. And welcome back as welcome the World Heavyweight Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Marching down to the ring, we saw Fatu just last week rip the championship away from the Viper Randy Orton, and now we get to see the celebration with his wise man here tonight. Fatu, one of the quickest rises we've ever seen for a superstar in Oz 11 Universe. He was just in NXT less than a year ago. He has been as part of the WWE main roster for less than a year, and he is already World Heavyweight Champion. He's been in the company for barely a year, and he is already a World Champion. So, Jacob Fatu has made his way down to the ring. Let's hear what the wise man has got to say now that his top client is here. Now I, as a humble advocate, hereby not request but demand that everybody in this arena rise to their feet and show your respect to your new world champion. There are just 15 nights until the biggest party of the summer. This will be Jacob Fatu's first SummerSlam, and while it is a crime that the self-proclaimed GOAT and that meat-headed himbo will be main eventing night 2, I must say that this will be the first of countless World Heavyweight Championship defenses for my client, Jacob Fatu. For you saw what he has done to a first ballot Hall of Famer such as Randy Orton, and therefore I must ask this SmackDown locker room, who have lost their spines and their backbones, who dares to step up to Jacob Fatu? Oh, alright. Here comes the former champ. A man who still, as far as I'm aware, hasn't gotten his rematch for the gold. Drew McIntyre is here. McIntyre dressed for a street fight tonight. Oh, thank God his hair's pulled back. I was worried. Drew McIntyre is here, and well, Oh, things almost never go well when Drew has a live mic, does it? So the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Psychopath, is here on SmackDown. Bull! You keep spitting any more and I think you're going to blow up into a giant thing of a giant vat of salt-filled blood around here. You're looking worse by the day. You're looking like a beached whale every time you come out here. But I'm not out here for you, Polly. We all know who I'm out here for. You can put your hands down, you stubborn little man. I'm here because I've still yet to get a proper match to win back my World Heavyweight title. And I will be damned if anyone else in this back room, in that locker room back there, gets a shot before me. Because you see, I never got my fair rematch after Randy Orton blatantly cheated, having a hometown advantage for that World Heavyweight title. If we'd been in Glasgow, if we had been anywhere else other than stupid St. Louis, anywhere other than in front of Randy's whole hometown full of inbreds and cretins, I never would have lost the World Heavyweight title. Oh boy. Well, speaking of former world champs, here is the man that was world champion just a week ago. The Viper is here. Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre name dropped him just enough times. So, Randy Orton joining the mix here tonight. Gentlemen, I know we are not talking about the World Heavyweight title without talking about me. I didn't walk into Unforgiven a week ago and lose the title just to be left out of SummerSlam. So Paul, if you want to keep running your mouth, and Drew, I know damn well you're going to keep running yours, and Jacob, if you care to break the silence and soothe us all with your voice for the night, then I will drop each and every one of you and earn my rematch for SummerSlam, courtesy of the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment, RKO. Because while last week, Jacob, you might have been the better man, Drew, you don't have a damn leg to stand on out here, because we all know that your best buddy Phil is the only reason that you walked out of SummerSlam, or walked out of Unforgiven with a win. You are never going to call CM Punk my friend again. There are many things I would sooner do than call CM Punk my friend. Yeah, I don't really care. If you want to keep talking smack, I will gladly drop you right now. Gentlemen, far be it from me to overstep the boundaries of our general manager, Shawn Michaels, but I have a simple solution here to all of us. Later tonight, in the main event, how about we have a Backlash rematch between the Viper and the Scotsman. And the winner may have my client at SummerSlam. I'm game. Fine by me, any chance to knock more of Randy's teeth out of his mouth. Your arse better be in the main event, Randy. I'll see you there. Asswipe. Well, folks, we'll know soon from Shawn Michaels if that's official or not, but that is huge if that is our main event tonight here on SmackDown. What a match for me to come back to SmackDown with. We're not sure if this is going to be a permanent thing of Ray writing the shows and me doing them or not yet. We'll keep you updated. Just on the watch along tonight, don't ask me over and over if this is permanent, because I don't know yet. But we are kicking things off with some singles action between a couple of cruiserweights here. As here comes the big strong boy former NXT champion, United States champion, and 3-time tag team champion here on the blue brand. It is Tyler Bate making his way to the ring. We saw him return on his own last week. He's officially shed the skin of the tracksuit that was Imperium, all on his own now. And Tyler Bate returning to action here tonight, as he finds himself going one-on-one with one of the most despisable men here on SmackDown. As here comes Grayson Waller to the ring. The Aussie icon, as he calls himself, Grayson Waller. Big matchup here tonight for him as he looks to get back into action here. Grayson Waller still chasing that elusive first championship here in the LS11 universe. Is the Thunder from Down Under. So, Waller has made his way to the ring. Let's do this. Tyler Bate and Grayson Waller going one-on-one. Here we go. As they lock up here, Tyler Bate looking to get technical early on here. He swings the arm around on Grayson Waller now. Tyler Bate with Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller now swings it back around, has the arm of Tyler. And now Grayson Waller. No, Tyler Bate. Going behind, has him by the head now. Grayson Waller. Waller now pushing Bate off the ropes, over the top, grabs onto him, pulls him in, and neckbreaker taking down Tyler Bate. Grayson Waller hitting the ropes now. Grayson Waller goes for a drop kick. Tyler Bate now into crossbody. Tyler Bate now with Grayson Waller. Oh! Caught him napping there. Grayson Waller, though, stopped to the midsection of Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate rolling back to his feet now, and Tyler Bate. Waller grabs hold of him now, and Grayson Waller. Back body drop to Tyler Bate. Grabs a hold of him now, getting him back up to his feet here. Grayson Waller with Tyler, throws him across the ring, into the corner. Tyler Bate out of the way. Big elbow strike, knocking down Waller. Hits the ropes, and Tyler Bate with a knee strike there. Grayson Waller ducks underneath him here, and Tyler Bate's down. Grayson Waller choking him out now. Rana there from Tyler now. And Tyler Bate went for the big splash. Waller rolls out of the ring now. Grayson Waller down. Tyler Bate hitting the ropes now. Tyler Bate dives into him, knocking him into the barricade. Grayson Waller, though, a big kick there, into a big boot on Tyler. Tyler Bate down now. Grayson Waller throwing him back into the ring here, and Grayson Waller. Tyler Bate's got him. German suplex. Knocking him down here. Grayson Waller. No, Tyler Bate just has him. Has him scouted at every turn right now. As Tyler going up to the top rope here. Tyler Bate gonna look to fly. Went for a big splash. Grayson Waller out of the way. Waller's got hold of him now. Kicking him in the midsection here. Grayson Waller. Punch into the face. Down goes Tyler. Picking him back up to his feet now. Grayson Waller chopping him. Throwing Bate now across the ring into the corner. Tyler Bate out of the way. Big elbow into the corner again now. And Tyler Bate putting the boots to him again here. Grayson Waller's down. Kicks him in the midsection again. Tyler Bate now getting kicked back. Grayson Waller pulls him in. Tyler Bate counters it. Tyler Bate scoops him on the shoulders. Here we go. The big strong boy going for the airplane spin. Round and around he goes. When he'll stop, nobody knows. Because we're going to go back the other way now. And drops it. Tyler Bate now stumbling into the cover here on Grayson Waller. Tyler Bate, 1, 2. Kick out from Waller. Tyler Tyler Bate went for him. Grayson Waller countering now. Grayson Waller. Kick there now. Grayson Waller. Tyler Bate here. His forearm, knocking him down. Going to the head here of the former United States champion. We've seen Grayson Waller challenge for just about every title other than the world title that we've got here in LS11 Universe. He's challenged for the NXT title even. He's come up short every time. What a stomp from Waller, though. Grayson Waller drops the elbow on him. Tyler Bate now, a back body drop connecting. Grayson Waller goes for the legs. Bate kicks out the legs now. And now Tyler Bate runs in. Spine buster from Waller. Grayson Waller, wait a minute. Taking off the turnbuckle pad. Tyler Bate going in. Grayson Waller. Throwing him off the ropes here. Into another spine buster. That's Grayson Waller now. Wait a minute. Waller. Oh no! Tyler Bate colliding with the official. And Tyler Bate into Tyler Driver. The Tyler Driver 97. Clear win over Grayson Waller here. Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate clearly had him in Grayson Waller. Oh my God. Waller was beat. Tyler Bate. Grayson Waller rolling thunder from down under. Connecting. Grayson Waller hooking the leg on Tyler Bate here. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Grayson Waller pulling out the win. Tyler Bate was putting on a performance of a lifetime there. Getting himself back into action. Getting himself back in to singles competition. And Grayson Waller screwing him over there by shoving him into the referee. Just like that. Grayson Waller with a rare singles win as well for Grayson Waller. Big win there for him. We got more coming up, folks, as... Oh, God, I've been back for 5 minutes, and I've already got to hear from him. Lexis King coming up next. What's the matter? You all seem real upset to see me now. But you were real excited last week when you thought Damian Priest was going to kick my ass. Spoiler alert, he didn't. But now that the court has expanded and we've gotten one of the brightest young stars possible on our side in Josh Briggs, I can tell you here and now that Briggs and Jensen are going to be the future for me. They are the key to success. And you are going to get to see them in tag team action in just a moment here. Our future for the court is even more set in stone now. Because now that I've dealt with Damian Priest, and now that I've got Briggs and Jensen, and now that I've got the great mind that is Shawn Spears, my eyes are locked back on that United States Championship. So whether you're AJ Styles, whether you're Braun Steiner, or anyone else, the king is coming for his crown. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Friday Night SmackDown. I'm going to officially confirm now that the main event that Paul Heyman tried to put together in our opener will be made official, and that tonight, in the main event, it will be Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. But I also want to confirm that in just a few moments' time, later tonight, we are going to have an 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal to determine the next challenger to Intercontinental Women's Champion, Zarya. We got a huge night of action for you here tonight on SmackDown, and we have only just begun. Huh. Different commentator. Huh. Different sounding Shawn Michaels. Ask me to do your show 3 hours before it comes out. You get random jokes like that thrown in. As it is time for some tag team action. As here come on his own. Okay. They're supposed to have a tag entrance, whatever. Here comes the dawn of Friday nights. Tony D'Angelo down to the ring. Arguably the best hardcore champion we ever had in the LS11 universe. Oh, so now the hardcore title counts for me giving someone an accomplishment. Look, man. Tony D, the dawn of Friday nights, teaming up, of course, with the underboss and his right-hand man in this one. As here comes Stacks, Channing Lorenzo, making his way down to the ring. Channing, Stacks, Lorenzo, ready for action. Teaming up with the Don tonight. Now, I gotta ask something, right? I gotta ask. I like to think I'm a pretty good person. I like to think I put a lot of good into this world. I make content that makes you all smile. I rarely ask you for money, and when I do, I try and give something back to the crowd with it. I try and do a lot of good things for a lot of good people. In fact, I do good things for bad people, too. I'm nice to people that maybe don't deserve it. I try and put a lot of good karma into the world and hope the good karma comes back to me. But I need to ask something as Stacks has made his way to the ring. What god or deity did I piss off to deserve for the one night that I'm back on SmackDown that I have to commentate a Josh Briggs match? I just got rid of him from NXT. He is the 5th best member of the Vanguard. Briggs and Jensen of the Court making their way down to the ring. Yes, I will beat the dead horse that is the Vanguard in every turn I have. You know it already. Briggs and Jensen back together tonight. Shawn Spears and Lexis King of the Court by their side. A new tag team has been unleashed here on Friday nights as Tony D and Josh Briggs starting us out. Here we go. Tony D starting with a strong right hook to Josh Briggs. Throws him in the, knocking him into the referee a little bit there. Josh Briggs, though, knee strike. And now JB pulls him in, lifts him up, and backbreaker. Getting him back up to his feet now. Josh Briggs, right hook connecting here. Knocking back Tony D. Josh Briggs throwing the Don across the ring into the corner. Big splash in the corner now, getting him back up to his feet here. Josh Briggs grabs on to Tony D'Angelo. Throws him to the corner. Goes for him. Brooks Jensen, though. Wait a minute. Brooks Jensen. Leg drop into the back of the head of Tony D. Getting him back up to his feet now. And Josh Briggs. With Tony D'Angelo. Into the corner of the court. Tag made. Brooks Jensen is back in. Briggs and Jensen now. Off the ropes. Double hip toss. Taking down Tony D'Angelo. Brooks Jensen now. Taking Tony D back up to his feet here. Firing back at him now. Brooks Jensen grabs a hold of Tony. Throwing him across the ring. Into the corner now. Tony D. Oh, wait a minute. Brooks Jensen coming in hot with an elbow. And Brooks Jensen getting fired up now. But I don't think he was paying attention because Stacks has been tagged in now. And now Stacks Lorenzo is in. I'm told there now. Stacks with Brooks Jensen down here. Brooks Jensen wins the kick now. Brooks Jensen, big rolling kick there. Puts him down here, grabs a hold of him. Jensen getting him back up to his feet now. Brooks Jensen, no, Stacks, knee strike. Getting into his back now. Stacks pulls him in, big clothesline there, knocks him down. Kick to the head here, and now off the rope. Stacks, big knee strike. Hero cover here. Channing Lorenzo cover on Brooks Jensen, who kicks out at 1. And now, whoa, Stacks with a springboard forearm taking down Jensen. Tag is made. Tony D is back in. The Don is in. Is Jensen going to make the tag? Yes, he does. Briggs is in. Wait a minute. Tony D rolling Josh Briggs through. Is Lexus King's new investment going to pay off? As he kicks out. Now Tony with an overhead belly to belly. Taking him down there. Tony D. Going right back to the corner. Tagging his underboss back in. Big lariat there from Josh Briggs down. Briggs getting him back up to his feet. Pulls him in. Spine buster on Lorenzo. Into the cover now. No. Saved by Tony D. As now Briggs gets him back up. Throws him into the corner. Tag made. Jensen is in. Briggs and Jensen now. Pops him up. Big boot from Josh Briggs. Brooks Jensen now picking him back up to his feet himself. Has a hold of him. Cracks the neck. Brooks Jensen with a neutralizer to Lorenzo. Picking him back up now. And Brooks Jensen. No. Countered by Stacks. Stacks thrown in the corner of the D'Angelo family. Goes for the tag. Countered now. Jensen. Tagging in Briggs. And Josh Briggs. Clothesline from hell. Can't even get that one right, eh, Josh? Briggs and Jensen with the win. Not only on my first night back on SmackDown do I have to commentate a Josh Briggs match, but a Josh Briggs win at that. What did I do? Who did I piss off? What a terrible day to be me. Shawn Spears and Lexus King, though, seem over the moon because Josh Briggs, the newest investment of the court, is already paying off with a win tonight for the group. He's the reason that Lexus King went over Damian Priest last week. He's the reason tonight that Briggs and Jensen get the win. We got plenty more coming up here on SmackDown. Oh, hold on. We got cameras out in the parking lot right now. Well, folks, there's the former U.S. champion Braun Steiner arriving. Oh, my God! It's the United States champion, AJ Styles! Styles ambushing Steiner in the parking lot. AJ Styles! Styles sending a message to the former champion. Alright, we've got some more singles action coming up next, folks, here on SmackDown. As here comes the former Cruiserweight champion to the ring, Wes Lee. Set for some singles action tonight. Wes Lee lost the title to Ilya Dragunov just a week ago at Unforgiven. Now he looks to bounce back with some singles action here on SmackDown. Taking on one of the higher weight class stars, if you will. Taking on someone a little higher up the card than himself as well. As Wes Lee enters the ring and he finds himself tonight going head to head with the King of Strong Style. Multi-time Intercontinental Champion, former SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. Making his way down to the ring, Shinsuke in the house tonight. Nakamura looking to return to form this evening as well. in his own right. So, Shinsuke and Wesley one-on-one. Without any further ado, here we go. Oh! Nakamura out of the gate with a knee. And Shinsuke knocking him in the corner here. Shinsuke immediately putting him down in the corner with kicks. Shinsuke Nakamura is feeling those good vibrations right into the neck of Wesley. Kicks him down now. Wesley in trouble. Shinsuke goes for another knee strike. Wesley grabbing hold of him here. Wesley knocked back. Shinsuke Nakamura kicking him down into big kick there to the head. Shinsuke Nakamura kicking away at him here. Wesley swings him around now. Shinsuke into a backstabber on Wes. Grabs a hold of him, getting him to his feet now. Shinsuke Nakamura. Wesley to his feet now, and Shinsuke throws the cardiac kid in the corner, countered by Wesley now, and Wesley meteor to Shinsuke. Goes for double axe handle. Nakamura roundhouse kick into takedown. Nakamura getting Wesley back up to his feet here, and Shinsuke Nakamura pulls him in. Northern Lights. Wesley catching there. Big power slam. Getting him back up now to his feet, and Shinsuke Nakamura run across the ring into the corner. Wesley went for the uppercut. Nakamura grabs onto him now, and Shinsuke gets him up, taking him down. Now Nakamura's got him and slams him down by the back of the head. Shinsuke now picking him back up to his feet, and Nakamura has him up on his shoulders now, and Shinsuke with the avalanche. As now Nakamura getting him back up to his feet, kicking him down again, and a kick in the head. Nakamura going right after him here. Shinsuke Nakamura now. Knee into the face of Wesley. Nakamura now wrapping the head up in the legs now. Elbows him in the head. Shinsuke now just, oh my god. Nakamura just repeatedly going to the head of Wesley here. That's Nakamura just trying to put him down and out with these kicks. Wesley's kind of defenseless at the moment. Shinsuke's got him down here, and Shinsuke Nakamura. It's getting a little bit uncomfortable at this point. Oh my god. He's busting him open. It's Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, what the hell's gotten into him? He's got Wesley up on his shoulders. Landslides him again. Shinsuke, what a... oh my god. Nakamura. Kinshasa! And the referee said, get off of him. Get off of what the referee's calling for the bell. The ref's calling a knockout. I mean, uncomfortable as it is, the referee just called the match off. He just called a knockout on Nakamura's behalf. Shinsuke's the winner, but Wesley's looking worse for wear now. Shinsuke Nakamura just got uncomfortably violent and uncomfortably quickly in that one. Busting Wesley open, then just look how the Kinshasa connected with his jaw. The referee calling the match. Shinsuke wins via knockout. We gotta move on from that. Our battle royal is going on up next.
Oi, oi, oi! There he is, the Heartbreak Grandpa. Gonna talk to you about something, Shawnee boy.
What do you want, Waller?
You know what I want? I want another shot at the Cruiserweight title. I got a win tonight. I think I've more than earned a shot at that little punk Ilya. Sent him all the way back to, where is he from? Istanbul or something?
He's Russian. That's completely uncalled for to say. But I'll tell you what, Grayson. Motor City Machine Guns have already talked to me about title matches for the Cruiserweight title following their singles matches lately. So next week, you can have them in a triple threat. And the winner will get Ilya Dragunov.
I think that's completely not a gobshite, mate. I should be getting this number one contenders match. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll send both their old asses back to the TNA retirement home. They'll go crawling back to Anthem Sports before we even know it. Sean, did I just hear you give Grayson a shot at going for the Cruiserweight title?
Yes, I did, Tyler. What can I do for you?
You know he's a cocky little prick that didn't deserve anything. He cheated his way to the win. He shoved me into the referee. You saw what he did.
You're right, I did, and you make a good point. So next week it'll be a fatal four-way.
Fantastic. Alright, well, folks, we got this number one contenders battle royal up next to the Women's Intercontinental Champion Zarya to find out who her next opponent will be, presumably at SummerSlam, coming up in just a few weeks' time here on the 29th and 30th of the month. As we've already got a handful of women in the ring. You saw Natalya there, Ivy Nile as well. You also might have seen, you saw Natalya, you saw Ivy Nile, you saw Zoe Stark and Kairi Sane. But here's Kairi Sane's tag team partner, a former Raw Women's Champion and a former Women's Tag Team Champion in her own right, the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, making her way down to the ring. Rapid fire in the entrances a little bit. You know what? I may have had to deal with Josh Briggs tonight, but I do get to call a battle royal, and everyone knows how I feel about those. So all is forgiven, Ray. As not for what you did to me in TNA though, but that different shows, different kayfabe. As here is the beautiful madness, Julia, making her way down to the ring. A woman that has been a breakout star to remember on SmackDown since she got here last season. Julia making her way down to the ring. She is yet to hold gold on the main roster here on LS11 Universe. She was the inaugural NXT North American Women's Champion in LS11, though. We saw that last season. Now, she's on SmackDown. The pressure's on. We've seen her in some big-time matches. Out next, one of the women that had a huge match at WrestleMania earlier this season. The last woman standing at WrestleMania earlier this season. A former WWE Women's Champion in her own right here on SmackDown. The EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, making her way down to the ring. A big matchup here tonight for her as well. So Bianca making her way down to the ring. And last, but most certainly, of course, not least, she is a former WWE Women's Champion, a former NXT Women's Champion, one of the inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. She is a second-generation superstar. She is a former Divas Champion, the final Divas Champion. She is the Queen. She is Charlotte Flair. So, we got us a battle royal on our hands. Let's do this. Here we go. In a matchup like this, it is every woman for herself. And you have to wonder who the first one eliminated is going to be. Doesn't matter who's first, though. All that matters is who's last. Whoever the last woman still standing is will go on to challenge Zarya for that Intercontinental Women's title. Bianca and Charlotte picking right back up where they left off at WrestleMania. Kairi Sane thrown over the top rope there by Julia. Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, they had quite the rivalry at the end of last season over the Women's Championship. Natalya thrown over the top rope now. She's hanging on. Kairi Sane stomping Zoe Stark. Julia, picking on the biggest dog in the yard with Charlotte and Belair. Headbutts each of them. Io Sky, though, taking down Julia. Stomps her! Natalya trying to get rid of Ivy Nile here. The veteran trying to get rid of one of the rookies. Charlotte Flair's got a hold of Natalya. A couple of generational stars there. As now Charlotte thrown into the corner. And Natalya. Charlotte in the corner. Natalya turning her attention to Julia. Natalya, German suplexes her. Kick to the head there. Of course, most of these women are going to be in the Women's World Cup coming soon. I do apologize it hasn't started sooner and that I haven't announced a date. I know there's one person constantly asking me what date start Women's World Cup or whatever it is. Again, I will announce it when I'm ready. EST! Bianca Belair with the KOD to Natalya. But Natalya, wait a minute. Ivy Nile trying to get rid of her. Down goes Zoe Stark. She's the first eliminated. And Natalya taking down the former Intercontinental Champion. Charlotte's got her attention on Julia here. Julia pulling herself towards the corner. Kairi Sane grabbing on Natalya. Charlotte trying to get rid of the EST. And now Io Sky with Charlotte. Is Charlotte going to be one of the first ones gone here? Charlotte's in some trouble now. Bianca Belair on Julia. Shoulder blocks her. Charlotte's in trouble. Io Sky could get rid of her. Bianca Belair's got Julia now. Arm strike there from Bianca now. Bianca Belair with a spear. Natalya's in some trouble here now. Natalya goes into the bottom row. Bianca Belair, fall-away slam to Ivy Nile. Charlotte Flair goes for the chop block. Bianca, fall-away slam there now. And now Julia. Ivy Nile over the top rope. Natalya eliminated by Flair and Belair together there. And wait a minute, Belair turns it around and gets rid of Charlotte. It's now Bianca Belair with Io Sky. Taking her down over the top rope goes Ivy Nile. She's gone. Bianca Belair, we are down to the final four. Julia, Bianca Belair, and the Sky Pirates. Arm strike now, and now Julia with Bianca Belair. Julia swinging her around, taking her down. And are Kairi and Io going to work together here? It's looking like it. It's looking like they're trying to conquer and divide. It's Kairi saying, wait a minute. Kairi gets rid of Bianca. Io Sky now with Julia on the top rope. Julia's in trouble. Io Sky. Spanish fly off the top to Julia. And Kairi and Io still working together. It looks like, oh my god, for the first time in Battle Royal history, a tag team's going to try and work together till the end. As Io Sky now picking Julia back up to her feet. What an uppercut. Julia kicking back Io now. Knocks back Kairi. Julia. Hold on. Julia with a brainbuster to Kairi. And big drop kick there to Io. And Julia with Arrivederci. Kairi's down. Julia eliminates Kairi Sane. It is down to Julia and Io. Which of these women is going to go on to challenge Zarya? As Julia is putting the boots to Io Sky, who is not getting up right now. Io is just still down. And now Julia is telling the Genius of the Sky to get up. Io Sky now. Wait a minute. Io. Hurricane Rana taking her down. Kick to the head there. Julia goes for the headbutt. Io Sky has all of her counter for counter now. And now Julia grabbing the former champ. Pulls her in. And swings her out. Taken down. Io Sky. Julia's got Io down for Arrivederci. The Arrivederci knee connects. And Julia punches her ticket to being #1 contender. Just like that. Julia is going on to be Zaria's opponent for that championship. A big win there tonight for Julia. Overcoming the odds in this battle royal. Folks, our main event is coming up in just a few minutes' time, but before that, the best in the world is back, and he's got something to say. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a long time from me, the best in the world, CM Punk, is back. Been a while since I've commentated anything to do with old Phil. Been since the main event of WrestleMania. Here he is. After his shocking return at Unforgiven last week to help Drew McIntyre. More so screw over MJF than it was help Drew. You know that. We all know that. This man would never go out of his way to help Drew McIntyre, and he would gladly screw over MJF. CM Punk is back on SmackDown. Former World Heavyweight Champion, two-time Royal Rumble winner, multi-time World Champion, one of the longest reigning World Champions of all time. The best in the world is here. Last week was the first time we'd seen him since the SmackDown after WrestleMania, when he was taken out by MJF. So, let's hear what Punk has got to say. Do I have your attention now, little Max? You thought it would be a good idea to put me on the shelf. Well, like all of your ideas, it's blown up in your face. Let it be known I have no intention on ever doing something nice for Drew McIntyre again. That was a matter of circumstance. And while I've got 1,000,001 things to get off my chest, I could come out here and talk about the fact that I've been put into Lethal Lottery and have been given the oddest tag partner I could have asked for or never would have asked for. I could come out here and talk about how I have still yet to get a fair one-on-one rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship so Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton can get their old asses to the back of the line behind my old ass. But Max, I have some things I would like to say to you, so if you would do us all the pleasure of gracing us with your presence, I would like to have a conversation with you, boy. Speak of the devil, and he shall arrive. The leader of the pedigree, I believe they were dubbed, last I heard. Not around all the time here on Fridays. But the scumbag incarnate, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, is here. Mr. Money in the Bank, I apologize. I don't have the Burberry briefcase on my data right now. I haven't made it yet. But at the same time, he needs it for a promo segment. MJF, no Hammerstone, no Trick Mellow Gang. CM Punk and MJF, mano a mano on the mic. How the hell is this about to go? Guys in the truck, have your fingers on the censor buttons just in case we need it. Cut my music, cut my music. Look at this, everybody. CM Punk is back. Wouldn't that have been great about 7 returns ago? You left everyone waiting for 7 years, and now you've come back 7 times in 7 months. Things could have gone real well for you, Phil, if you'd have just been a little smarter. Just let go of me using you Everyone does it. You used Raven to get to the top. Way back in the day, I used you, you stupid old man. You let a snake into your home, and you knew what was going to happen. You should have just let go of it and accepted that I did what you did, but I did it better than you ever could have, Dad. Better than you ever could have, Pops. You always talked about people having Punk derangement system. Punk, you got MJF derangement syndrome. Because, buddy, you clearly been thinking about me more than you've been thinking about your wife. How is she, by the way? She's great. I just used you to boost myself up the ladder the same way you've used other people. But now, since you wanted to take away something very important to me of a win over Drew McIntyre, I'm going to take away something important to you. Your ability to keep wrestling. Well, your ability to keep earning money. We all know you're in this for the money. It's one of the few things we still got in common, old man. So I'm going to hurt you. And I'm going to hurt you real bad. Oh, Max. Think you're in my head? You think you're playing the mind games? Son, I invented the mind games that you're playing. Everything you're doing, you learned from me, and kid, you ain't even looked deep enough into the CM Punk playbook. I know I'm in your head, Max, because I know that TMG couldn't get the job done against the Raiders. Or maybe your little group of young men are falling off quicker than you can count. Hard to say, seeing as math's never been your strong suit, has it, Max? You know what? You know what, Punk? You know what? You want to talk about us that way. You want to talk down to us. You want to make fun of my learning disability like that. You stupid old man. And how about you prove you're still the best in the world at anything other than being a bitch and face us next week in a 2-on-1? How about that, Punk? 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1. I'll fight this whole locker room in a handicap match. You're on, Max. Pick your guys. I'll see him next week. Alright, folks, it is now time for the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. A battle between two former world champions and a battle that is a rematch from Backlash in St. Louis just a few months ago at the start of the season. How the hell are we already 5 months into the season is beyond me, but here we are. As here is the man who lost the world title just 7 days ago, the Viper, Randy Orton, making his way down to the ring. Randy Orton wants to be the guy challenging Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam. So, Randy Orton is here. Are we going to enter the age of Orton one more time? He always talks about how he can keep going, but let's be realistic. I think we're not going to see Randy Orton anymore by the end of the 2030s, or the 2020s rather. By 2030, I don't think Randy Orton is still full-time wrestling, if he's even wrestling at all. We're losing John Cena in just a few months' time. And in real life, in less than a month's time, which really fucking sucks. But anyways, Randy Orton's made his way to the ring. We don't know how long he can keep doing this. He wants to keep racking up those world title wins to chase that John Cena record, though, if he can. So Randy has made his way to the ring, and one of his greatest rivals here in Noah's 11 Universe, a man he's got plenty of history with. A former, what is it now, 3-time World Heavyweight Champ in his own right. Making his way down to the ring. The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. Iron Drew making his way down to the ring. Hot off his win over MJF 7 days ago at Unforgiven. McIntyre is set for singles action here in the main event against the Viper. So let's do it. McIntyre and Orton, our main event of the night, here on Friday Night SmackDown. Friday nights are for fighting, is what they tell me. Now I get to witness it firsthand. Let's do this. McIntyre and Orton. Here we go. Out of the gate with a right hook is Drew. Randy chopping him back now, and Drew and Randy coming out of the gate with big chops to one another. Wasting absolutely no time here. Lighting up the chests of one another with these chops. Good Lord. They're beating each other's chests raw here. Here we go. I'm the raw guy around here, boys, not you. As Drew McIntyre wins the early battle of strikes, taking down Randy. Randy Orton, though, into a clothesline. Drew McIntyre knocking him back now. Drew kicks him in the midsection. Going for future shock. Randy Orton rolls it through. Randy Orton now going for the stomps. Drew McIntyre knocking him down here. McIntyre grabbing Randy Orton into a big jumping neck breaker there. Both men going down. They must have done some serious damage to one another with those slugging strikes early on. There's Drew McIntyre now. Whoa, swings through. He's got Randy Orton up on his shoulders, and Drew lifts up the Viper and drops him. Randy now into a big clothesline, taking down Drew McIntyre. Elbow strike attempt, nobody home. Now Randy, backbreaker, into a clothesline, taking down Drew. Randy Orton now getting Drew McIntyre back up to his feet here. Randy Orton throwing Drew into the barricade. Drew getting back up now, and Randy clotheslining him again. McIntyre kicking the midsection now, grabs Orton. Drew McIntyre here, grabbing Orton back to his feet, launching him back into the ring. Referee the count of 5 now as Drew, big shoulder block there to the Viper. Now Orton in the midsection here, and Drew. Oh, what a drop toe hold from Randy. Randy Orton taking down Drew McIntyre here. Thesz press, firing away at him. As Randy Orton pulls Drew McIntyre in, kicks him in the midsection. And again, and clotheslines him down. Now the Viper stomping him. And again, Randy with these vintage stomps here to Drew. Stomping him down now, Randy Orton with Drew McIntyre. Oh, out of the ring goes Drew. Now Randy's got a hold of him, Drew McIntyre. Pushes him back here, Drew McIntyre. Oh my God! Just went face first in the LED. Randy's got him back up to his feet now, and Randy Orton throwing him back into the ring now. Drew, hip toss now, takes him down. Back to his feet again now. Goes for another kick. Randy Orton. Here we go. Whoa, went for RKO. Drew McIntyre. Power slam, taking him down. And now Randy, avoids the power slam himself. Or Drew avoids the power slam now. Glasgow kiss from Drew McIntyre. And now Drew, here we go. Counting him down. Claymore to Randy Orton. Into a cover now. Drew, 1, 2. Kick out from Randy. And now Drew gets caught with a drop toe hold. And again, Randy Orton keeping on his toes here. Drew McIntyre now dropping him himself. McIntyre now grabbing onto Orton, picking him back up to his feet. Drew McIntyre throwing Randy Orton across the ring into the corner. Picking him up now. And Drew McIntyre, here we go. With Randy Orton, right hook connecting. Taking him down with a superplex of the top rope, both men down. Randy Orton bleeding from the head now. Drew McIntyre getting back up to his feet here, and Drew. Oh, wasting no time, going right back after the head of Randy. Drew McIntyre hammering away at the head of Randy Orton. It's Drew McIntyre. Whoa, swings him around here. Drew McIntyre now with Randy Orton on his shoulders, and stun guns him in the corner. Randy knocking him back now. Drew McIntyre with the big clothesline now. Drew. Randy sidesteps it. RKO! Out of nowhere. 1, 2, no! Drew McIntyre kicking out. Remember, big SummerSlam stakes in this matchup for both these men. A shot at Jacob Fatu and the World Heavyweight title. Drew McIntyre now in the ropes. Randy was looking for vintage Orton. Drew McIntyre. Whoa, avoiding the RKO again. Drew dropping Randy. Now McIntyre with Orton. Orton in the ropes now. McIntyre into... Whoa! Went for Claymore. The referee nearly got caught with that one. Randy kicking him down now, and Randy Orton. Hip toss from Drew. And now Drew McIntyre with Randy. Randy Orton counters. Throws Drew into the corner. Drew McIntyre knocking him back now. Drew rolls Randy through into a cover. Drew. 1. Wait a minute. Drew's got a handful of tights. He's got a handful of tights. Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre just beat Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre's going to go to SummerSlam. By hook or by crook, Drew just punched his ticket to the biggest party of the summer. What a win there for McIntyre over the Viper. It could have gone either man's way, but Drew with the win. Oh, and Fatu! Fatu ambushing Randy Orton. And Drew stepping up to his now seemingly revealed SummerSlam opponent. I wasn't on this. Oh, and wait a minute. Drew and Jacob aren't even fighting each other at a SummerSlam. They're just taking turns beating the hell out of Randy Orton. Drew telling Jacob Fatu, I want in on this. Whoa, hang on a minute. Cody Rhodes. It's Cody. We haven't seen Cody in months. Cody Rhodes coming to the aid of Randy Orton. And Cody Rhodes is back. The American Nightmare returns to SmackDown and makes the save for his old mentor. That's going to do it for tonight, everybody. Thanks for letting me back on SmackDown for a night. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, that was Universe, and maybe I'll see you next Friday. We'll find out. Special thanks to $10 or above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt.
Patreon is the best way to support me directly, and joining you get LS11 member Nitro, Let's Play content, early access to Sanctuary videos, and more.